So how many things have you put off or just not done because of fear or self-doubt, because you weren't sure if you'd be good enough? Well, in this video, I am going to talk about how to take that first step, how to push past setbacks, and I'm going to explain why chasing perfection is just a trap. So let's get into it. Over the course of my lifetime, there have been loads of things that I didn't start, or I started but I didn't fully commit to and didn't finish, and this channel was almost one of them. But it doesn't matter whether it's speaking up at work, it's going to the gym, or starting a new hobby, or learning a new skill, launching a YouTube channel. Truth is, no matter where you are in your life, doesn't matter where you've been or what's behind you, you have no way of knowing the future, what lies ahead. So waiting for that perfect moment until all of your ducks are lined up in a row where you feel better prepared is, in my opinion, just allowing time to slip away. Because how can you begin to prepare for something when you don't really even know what that something is, or what doing it really entails if you've not already done it before? Your future, or the path ahead, doesn't reveal itself until you start walking down it. It only begins to unfold after you take that first step. The stuff that inspires you, the things that you find funny, or beautiful, or exciting, or your version of perfection, they aren't universal. So the way you see the world, your perspective, isn't shared by everyone else. It's shaped by your experiences, shaped by your mind, your history, your reality. So how are you going to unlock your potential? How is anyone going to see what you are truly capable of if you're waiting for your moment to arrive instead of arriving in that moment? I talked to my wife about this loads, and I honestly believe that this is like a default setting of the human condition for human beings, to sort of gravitate towards negative thoughts or negative outcomes, worrying about the ifs, buts, and the maybes, like what if someone says this? Oh, what if someone thinks that? Even when there isn't anything real or tangible to focus on. As in, no one said anything yet, why would they? You're waiting, you haven't started. But in all seriousness, this kind of mindset presents a huge hurdle, a big problem for a lot of people. The fear of failure, or being laughed at, or not being seen as good enough can create enough self-doubt to stop people from starting, to stop you from starting. But how are you ever going to be good enough? Like I just said, how are you ever going to know what you're capable of if you don't try? We all have to start somewhere. Everyone's got to start somewhere. And who cares what negative people, naysayers, think? Some people just like to pull others down because it's easier than putting the effort in to elevate themselves. But that is not and cannot be your burden to carry. That is squarely on them. It's a them problem. It's narcissism, it's insecurity, and most importantly, it is out of your control. So don't waste your energy worrying about it, or worrying about those kinds of people. And opinions can change overnight anyway. It's just because someone said something today, and that could be a boss, it could be your mum or your dad, it could be your husband, your wife, your friend, your siblings. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that they are going to feel that way tomorrow, or the next day, or the day after. I could sit here and pretend that this kind of thing doesn't affect me, but I'd be lying, obviously. When I got my first thumbs down on a video, it affected me. Of course it did. I'm human. I was sat in bed next to my wife, staring at the analytics for like the 1 billionth time that day, and my 100% like rate dropped to something like 98.1 or 98.2 or whatever. And my initial reaction was, oh my God, what have I done? What did I do? Why would someone not like my video? I'm trying to help people, man. It's a natural reaction. You can puff your chest out if you want. You can try and convince everyone, my wife, the world, that you're immune to what people think, but nobody knows. You don't know how you're going to respond to a situation until you're in it. That is why I think experience is so important. 100 people or 1,000, 1,000,000 people could love something that you create or something that you suggest. But if one person doesn't, your mind will instinctively zoom in on that single negative reaction like a moth to a flame. But once you've had time to reflect on it, to process it, sit with it, whatever, but most importantly, accept it, you realize that it's okay. And really, how could it be anything else? Because you can't change it. It's already happened. And you can't control what other people think or say. And it's experiences like that that help you to develop something that I think is far, far more valuable than approval or validation. From these kind of experiences, you get resilience and you build positive momentum. And this is the stuff that's going to supercharge your progress. And it applies to every walk of life. You might be trying to get in shape. You've been doing really well for months, but you have one bad workout. Maybe you didn't eat enough before you started, or something happens during the day, your plans change and you miss a session. And then all of a sudden, you're a failure. Or you work hard at your job, but one piece of criticism overshadows all of the positive feedback and the progress that you've made. Or, common one, this, you really, really like someone and you've invested a lot of time and effort into the relationship and they make you feel amazing. The whole thing makes you feel great, but one moment of self-doubt or a silly argument or a disagreement makes you question everything. Like I said, it's human nature. These things happen. You don't have to beat yourself up or press that self-destruct button. Just try to take a moment to reflect on what's really happening. Be mindful and stop punishing yourself. And remember how you felt before stuff started going wrong, before your setback. You strayed off course, so what? It happens. You just need to get back on track, because in order to move on, or in order to move forwards and grow, you are going to have to overcome setbacks. It's like leveling up in a computer game. I'm sorry if you don't play computer games, but that analogy works for me. You take the hit, you learn from it, and all of a sudden you're a stronger version of yourself and you're ready for the next challenge. The things that hurt before don't hit as hard anymore because you've adapted, you've evolved. So just try to remember that it is okay. I promise you, it's okay to have a bad day. It's okay not to be loved or liked by everyone. And it's okay for other people to see things differently and to express different opinions. This stuff only begins to define you or redirect you if you let it. If you stay there too long, stuck, thinking that you have to please everyone, or you've got to be perfect all the time. So if there is something that you've been thinking about doing, back yourself and do it. That's what this life, this experience is all about. And share it with me in the comments, by the way, so I can cheer you on. We've got to help one another. And remember, what may feel like a mistake or a misstep or a failure right now, today, an hour ago, may look very, very different tomorrow. You just need time and space. So just enjoy yourself. Be kind and considerate to others and honor the pace of your journey. Thank you so much for watching. I've got over 2,000 subscribers now and 400 hours, I think, of watch time. Last time I checked, which is about 20 seconds ago, in 6 weeks. So I can't thank you enough for your support and your encouragement. You are awesome. And whether you know it or not, you are cheering me on. So thank you very much for your time. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and hold on to your happiness. Take care. See you soon.